We're going to start off with adding a few pinches of salt. Don't need to hold back with the rosemary. Martin, if you could assist with the hops.
Just go extreme.
And then we'll give it a shake, see how it tastes.
Getting fancy.
James and Martin are taking a pit stop right down the street from Dogfish Head's original location in Delaware's favorite vacation spot, Rehoboth Beach, to do a craft beer pairing at one of the most popular spots on the boardwalk, Fisher's Popcorn.
I can pair beer with anything.
You can't pair it with popcorn.
Well, I can.
We're here at Fisher's Popcorn, and Martin's about to make an idiot of himself.
Fisher's Popcorn was founded in Maryland in 1937. To this day, it's one of the Mid-Atlantic's favorite seaside snacks. Current owner Will Hall's great-grandfather Everett created a coveted caramel corn recipe for the ages. But before the guys pair a beer with it, they'll have to make it. Step 1. Make popcorn.
How do we actually make the popcorn?
These kernels have a little bit of moisture in them, and this popper here has an open flame underneath of it, and eventually the water pops out of it up and it makes it pop.
Step 2. Make the caramel using your family's secret recipe.
So we just add sugar, corn syrup, and then we throw some butter in.
Well, so much for that recipe being a secret.
So this is the classic Fisher's Popcorn recipe. This is the one that people travel hundreds of miles to get their hands on.
Yes, this is the original recipe right here.
Step 3. Put the popcorn in the caramel.
You want to mix it around so you got to lean back on it.
When Will was doing that, it looked really easy. You're making a bit of a hash of that.
You're standing there doing nothing.
I'm in charge of being in charge.
The aroma just explodes out of this kettle. It's sweet, luscious, luxurious. You've got that deep caramelization, that light, sweet toastiness in there as well. So how's it looking so far?
Looks good to me. I think we're done.
Word.
It's that easy.
This is not only the freshest popcorn I've ever had, it's the first batch that I've helped make.
It's got such a great balance between that sweet caramel and salt. I think I could eat a hell of a lot of this watching Rambo 3.
The caramel corn is amazing, but for their beer pairing, Will decides to take it up a notch.
It's our newest flavor. It's the caramel with crab spice on it.
Crab spice is a traditional northeastern seasoning and a perfect complement to the sweetness of the caramel corn.
Kind of gives it a salty, sweet flavor. It's a little different.
Spicy.
You get that sweet, luscious, luxurious caramel, but then you also get the paprika, kind of nutmeg. It's delicious.
The beer I'm going to pair is by Free Will Brewing. It's a coffee oatmeal brown ale.
It's only a subtle amount of coffee. I thought it would be more overpowering than it is.
It's about getting some subtle texture in there, so you've got the coffee, which gives a bit of roast flavour. You've got all these amber malts.
I want to do something different with the flavours here. I've got Victory's fantastic creamer pills.
I think I could drink a lot of that. Yeah, it doesn't overpower it either. That's the one thing I really like about it.
And this combination, the really assertive, aggressive bitterness in the back end, just cleanses your palate. And the hops in here really tie into the crab spice that you've used in the popcorn. Which combination do you think's best?
I think I would go with this one.
I can't believe I chose a brewery that had your name in the title, and you still let James win.
Since Will shared his recipe, now the guys are going to share one of their own, hopcorn.
We're going to start off with adding a few pinches of salt. Don't need to hold back with the rosemary. Martin, if you could assist with the hops.
Just go extreme.
And then we'll give it a shake, see how it tastes.
Getting fancy.
Definitely salt first, then you start to get the pepperiness of the hops coming through.
You get some kind of citrusy aroma coming out of it. Gotta be an IPA lover, I think, to really like this.
James, what beer would you pair with this?
I would just go hop stupid, and I would pair it with the biggest, baddest IPA.
And it's quite fortunate that we're in Rehoboth because they make one 20-minute IPA here, one of the hoppiest beers ever invented. It's kind of citrus forward, little bits of mandarin, but there's red apple in there as well. And there it is. Hops, hops, and more hops.
Don't think you can get much hoppier than this.
Thanks so much. I've loved hanging out. It's so easy to see why Fisher's is an absolute institution.
Thanks for coming, guys.
But you can't come to Fisher's without taking some caramel corn home.
How are we going to take all of these with us?
That's a good point. Let's just take 2.
Sensible.